tiny little section down here at the bottom. It'd be nice if I could pull 3 wires together all at the same time. I can't visualize how that's going to happen, but I guess I'll try it. That didn't do much. It's a very frustrating assignment. It's like one of those Chinese metal puzzles, only in reverse. You're trying to create a thing that people are going to have to try to untangle. It's this thinking Chinese puzzle in reverse, or backwards, or upside down, or tighter. Tighter still. Make that as tight as I can. Pull things around. Okay. This piece here is actually fairly integrated into the rest. This piece here is kind of loose, this bottom curve, so maybe I can tighten it. Now I'm just kind of randomly twisting things to make things just as tight as I possibly can, in the hopes that by tightening this whole thing, just by driving the medium into itself, I can achieve stability. That's a crazy insight. Well, that right there is about as solid a structure as I've created. And again, as you know, this is my second attempt, because my first attempt failed because I forgot to take pictures of the 10 lines. I think this right here could go under that. Let's see it. And it does, and it will. And it does. Now, whether that helps my stability or not, I don't know. But again, I'm going to, oops, I think I lost my connectivity there, did I? I lost part of my connectivity that I was striving for. I still have something now. This over here is cantilevered out way too far, so I have to bring it in closer to the rest of the structure if it's going to stand. Uh-oh. Not sure that helps. Nope, that made it less stable, not more stable. And I don't know how to get back the stability that I had achieved. So let me think ahead here. I have these 3 pieces left. Again, weaving things through each other seems to me, in terms of just kind of an intuitive feel for this process, seems to be part of achieving strength. I probably said that before in this video. By the way, I hope I'm not talking too softly. I hope you can hear me. Now, again, I think I have here some basis of stability. Should be careful how I proceed so I can keep it. I have 2 pieces left to work with. By the way, I have to say, this is not my favorite medium. I'd much rather, even though I injured myself, much rather work with the paper. I've never used Bristol board the way we use it in this class. I've used it to do pen and ink drawings, which is very useful for it because of its smooth surface. All right, let's think about what you're doing here, Paul. You got a fairly solid shape there. You've got this to play with here. That doesn't really do much right there. Again, I'm attempting a weave and maybe a curve up and over, and then another curve up. And I think I lost my stability in doing all of the above. But maybe I can achieve stability by wrapping this around itself a little more. Maybe continuing to wrap to pull this into the rest of the sculpture. So can I put that, it'll go through there. What am I trying to do here? I'd like to do this. Get it to go through there. Yeah, there. Ooh, well, it's not stable in the way I intended it to be, but let's see what happens if I curve this up. Well, I think I've made a swan. Swan on the lake. And it is fairly stable. So all I need now is I need to give the swan a tail. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the swan a tail. And, or that's some kind of bird that I'm looking at here. I think I will bring these two ends together so I have the shape of a bird with a forked tail. There it is. It stands. I can move it around. I can even pick it up and put it down. To me, that's the acid test of any maquette, is your ability to pick it up, maybe even drop it on the floor, although I'm not going to try that with this, because this is my first ever attempt with wire. I'm going to call that a wrap.